Hello friends, my name is Dr. Ankesh Sahitya. I'm a gynecologist from Andheri West, Mumbai. Today's topic is painful sexual intercourse, painful sex, also called as dyspareunia. So many patients have been requesting to speak on this topic because it's a very intimate and personal topic, and it's difficult to discuss among friends and family doctors and family friends. So I have compiled a few things from my practice on what exactly happens, what are the causes, and how we can treat it. So let's start. So painful intercourse is more importantly, it's a symptom. The sign could be a structural cause or a psychological cause. Now it's very important to understand there could be two kinds of painful sexual intercourse. There could be pain at the vaginal entry as the penis enters the vagina at the entry, or the deep pain once the penis is completely inserted inside the vagina. Now, what are the causes of entry pain? Now you have to ask the patient history. Does she have pain even when she enters a tampon, or is it only during sex? Is it pain which is a thrusting pain? Is it a burning or an aching pain? Or is it a throbbing pain which can occur a few hours even after intercourse? Usually the cause of pain at the entry as the vagina is penetrated is usually because of reduced lubrication and or a drop of estradiol, which is E2, the active form of estrogen. It could be because of less foreplay. Now, out of 10 cases, usually 7 to 8 cases, we usually understand that the foreplay is less and you counsel the couple. When there's less foreplay, there is less lubrication. There are very few girls, a few women who get lubricated very easily without a good foreplay. So that's important. Certain medications for the common cold, allergies, medicines for anxiety, depression, psychosis, blood pressure, acidity, also the birth control pills. All these can cause severe reduced lubrication, and this is what leads to painful entry at the intercourse. Also, history of a previous normal delivery with a large, deep episiotomy. The episiotomy is the cut you make in the vagina for the normal delivery. Any previous pelvic surgery, pelvic fracture, any form of previous surgery can cause severe entry level pain. Also, the one causes vaginismus, which is the involuntary, on its own, the contraction of the vaginal muscles and the thigh muscles, which cause painful or no intercourse. These are the common causes of entry level dyspareunia. Very, very rarely it could be an anomaly, a congenital anomaly when the vagina is not fully formed. The vagina could be much smaller or could end in a blind pouch. That's when, depending on the penis length and the breadth, you could have painful or very, difficult intercourse. Now, what is deep dyspareunia? This is something where a surgical opinion comes in more common. Now, certain illnesses like endometriosis, pelvic inflammatory diseases like infection of the pelvis and the vagina, prolapse is when the uterus actually comes down. For example, any vaginal or cervical fibroid, UTI, cystitis, irritable bowel syndrome, the list goes on. Various conditions in which the pelvis is, not having good health. This can cause deep dyspareunia when the penis has completely entered the vaginal tunnel. Also, certain history of previous treatments like previous hysterectomy, previous fothogill surgery, previous treatments of cancer like chemotherapy, radiation, even this can cause severe vaginal stenosis, where the vaginal tunnel gets narrowed and gets very less lubrication and blood supply. Even this can cause dyspareunia. Another important factor which is away from the superficial and the deep pareunia is also the psychological factors. Now, anxiety, depression, poor self-esteem of one's own body image, fear of intimacy, relations, past history of any poor relations, past history of any sexual abuse, any rape, any form of pain during the previous intercourse can form a memory, and a woman can run away from any form of intercourse in the future also because the past memory of painful intercourse will keep her away from this. Also, it's very, very important. Some women, because of their past history, can have a psychological aversion to sex. Such patients require good counseling, a good thorough checkup. Now, very many women come to the clinic and they want to get help. They're scared of the checkup. So they have to be explained. There's no need to rush for a checkup. You can first talk it out, explain to yourself to your doctor. Doctor can understand. After the doctor has understood, you will require counseling and a simple vaginal examination to know whether you have superficial or deep dyspareunia, as I explained to you. If it's superficial dyspareunia, certain lubricants, certain gels of estrogen are available and can help a woman to get overcome entry level dyspareunia. But if it's deep level dyspareunia, if you have a structural condition, you require a sonography, a good bimanual pelvic examination, and treatment. There are medical treatments and surgical treatments for all the forms of conditions I mentioned. Once you have been diagnosed, you require the treatment. Once treated, you can resume sexual intercourse with a good lubricant. So that's all here. I wanted to share this about dyspareunia. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, hit the like button, share with your friends, and please follow our channel. Thank you.